Hey gang, since since everybody loved the twin flame video, I wanted to expand on that because I love love, so yay! So what you need for this is you need a notebook with multiple pages. If you just want sheets of paper, that's fine. Get multiple sheets of paper and a pen. Not a pencil, a pen. There's a specific reason for this. Follow me, all right? On your notebook, what I have written is twin flames building your partner. Break whatever you want, but make a note of the date, okay? Because that's important, because as we go through the different parts of the series, you're going to want to remember when you started and when you're going to change things if you want to change things, okay? So you have your piece of paper, you have your pen. What we're going to do first, and it sounds completely gooberish, because it is, you're going to draw a little stick figure. I don't care if you're a man or a woman, looking for a man or a woman, we all start with the same stick figure, okay? As far as relationships go, we all have deal breakers. I would never date someone who smokes. Never, never, ever, ever. I won't date someone who drinks heavily. I won't date someone that doesn't like animals, kids, or being nice to people. I won't date anyone that is afraid of hard work. Okay, so at the top of your page, I want you to write your deal breakers. Okay, so for me, it's no smoking, no drugs, light drinking, maybe, no a-holes of any kind, and you'll probably come back to this and think of some more things as we go through this, okay? But as your stick figure, you're going to build the perfect partner. Okay, what do I mean by that? Okay, this is the part in our game where you get to be completely selfish, okay? Think the moon and stars, okay? Think of your favorite TV show character, think of your favorite actor, think of your high school crush, think of whoever you want, and take the favorite parts of them and put them on your little stick figure, okay? For instance, I like people who smile, so I'm gonna draw a little smile, okay? Draw two little eyes and a goober nose. As a female, I like certain male parts. Now, I'm kind of straight, pretty straight. I think I'm straight. So my favorite parts of a gentleman are the arms and the legs, okay? So I'm just gonna draw a little heart or, a muscle or something that looks goofy, okay? If you like a particular body shape, okay, maybe the triangle for strong on top, slim at the bottom. For gentlemen, if you prefer large tatas or a big butt, draw your favorite bubbles, all right? If you like short hair over long hair, you draw a little, hair. But this is supposed to be fun, okay? So this is an intention exercise, really, okay? But this is a fun intention exercise, okay? So if you want your perfect person to wear a tuxedo, draw a tuxedo. If you want your perfect femme fatale to wear a comic book dress, draw a comic book dress, And if you're awesome at drawing, that's great. And if you're not, so what? Have fun with this, okay? All right, so work on your stick figure body person. When you're done with your stick figure body person, okay, we're gonna turn the page or grab a new page, all right? I'm gonna turn my notes, I have my notes on here. All right. Okay, so we have basically done just a very, very rough sketch of what you would like your partner to physically look like, okay? If you would like to go back and write notes such as fit for a body style, or I don't know, long blonde hair, whatever key aspects of your perfect partner, you want to put the physical aspects on your stick figure page, okay? For me, I don't like blondes. No offense. Nah, no blondes. Okay, so move that. On your next page, your new page, okay, we are going for mental, okay? So I'm going to write mental on the top of my page, building my partner. Okay, now what do I mean by mental? I don't mean are they a Mensa member, okay? This is more talking about attitudes and perceptions, okay? So for instance, do I want them to be smart? Yeah, I do. Absolutely. So I'm going to write intelligent. Do I want them to be smarter than me? Yeah, sure. If they're smarter than me, that's great. That's fantastic. Some people might be intimidated by that. I am totally not intimidated by that. Would I like my partner to have a job? Yes, absolutely. I'd really, really, really like my perfect partner to have a job. Okay, so I'm going to write job dash occupation. Okay, so right now I want you to brainstorm all the occupations your perfect partner may have. Okay, now this I need you to think about. Okay, so if you're like, oh man, I want to marry a doctor or a lawyer or I don't know, something specific. Okay, I want you to write that down. But I want you to think about that, because if you're marrying a doctor, they're usually on call and not actually around during the holidays or, you know, stuff like that. So I really want you to think, you know, I would really love to have a mechanic in the family, all right? If it's not my perfect partner, that's fine. But my perfect partner, hopefully, would be really good with cars, because mine is not a very good car, okay? So I'm going to write mechanic, okay? Now, next to that, I want you to write the reason why you picked that occupation, okay? So mechanic, good with hands. Okay, so if you're thinking doctor, makes good money, right? What else? Helps people. You know, maybe you have medical issues, so they'd be able to help you with your medical issues. Whatever it is, I want you to think about the occupations. Well, would you settle for someone that worked fast food? Would you? Why not? Think about that too, okay? What about food service? What if they own a restaurant, okay? But then again, they're not going to be around for portions of the day. So really think about it, because the occupation is actually bigger than just how much money do they make, okay? You know, I'd really like to find someone that's passionate about their occupation and actually enjoys what they do. So I'm going to write that down too. Passionate, enjoys job. Okay. What else? What other mental building blocks do we have? Well, I really enjoyed volunteering, and I'm hoping in the future that I will have time to volunteer again. So I'd really like someone that could volunteer with me. Okay, well, what do I volunteer specifically with? I usually work with kids charities with animal rescues, really anything to do with kids and animals and people that can't help themselves, that sort of thing. So I would want someone to either be supportive of me doing that or someone that will do that with me, okay? I don't want someone clingy. It sounds unusual, but I'm an extremely independent person. I really want to be partnered with someone that is extremely independent as well. So I'm going to write that down. Write that down, okay? Or maybe you want someone that's not, okay, clingy is a bad word, but you know what I mean. Maybe you want someone who's partially independent but really wants to spend time with you. Now, you know, more time than usual. I don't know. It's interesting the way that we perceive these things, right? So think of the way that you want to put it on paper, because the intention is extremely important, okay? So maybe say I want someone who's available this specific time slot each week. So if you work 9 to 5, you would want someone who is also available after 6 o'clock to whatever, right? Makes sense. Do you want them to be free on weekends as well? Hopefully, yeah. Do you want them to do activities with your family? For instance, my family has a farm, so I want someone that is, you know, able and ready and excited about doing things on the farm with me and the family. Does that mean that I don't want to spend time with their family? No, they may have an awesome family as well, but a farm takes a lot of work, and everyone that can volunteer is awesome. So yes, I definitely want someone that wants to be involved in the things that my family does. Okay, you may have a very similar situation, you know, except instead of a farm, maybe it's boating. Maybe your family loves to boat, or maybe they love to travel. Maybe every year you go to a specific place. Ocean City, you go to Ocean City every year, and you want your partner to be available to do that with you and your family, right? What about kids? Do you have kids? Do you want kids? Does your partner have kids? Does your partner want kids? Do you want to partner with kids to mix with your kids? That's a big question. I do have children. I I don't know that I want a partner with additional children. I don't know. So that's something that I really have to think about. So I'm going to write children with a question mark and circle it, okay? So anything that you have a question about, anything that you want to think about later, put a little question notation by it so you can come back to it, okay? What else? Do you want children? How many children do you want? What if you only have one child, but you really want 5 kids, okay? Your partner has to want those other 4 kids and obviously do something to afford all of those kids together. So that's, you know, that's a big one too. Has your partner been married before? Have you been married before? I'm married. So if I were to seek out another partner, obviously I would want someone that is accepting of the fact that I've been divorced. Are you accepting with someone that's been divorced? I don't know. Catholics still don't really do that, I don't think. So that's something that you have to look within yourself to see. And is that something that maybe you compromise on? I don't know. Think about it. So divorced, question mark. Okay, so we've hit a lot of the big ones, okay? Occupation, kids, marriage. What if they don't want to get married, but they'll stay with you, live with you, they'll be a partner, but they don't want to get married? Is that an issue? I don't know. To you, is it an issue? To me, I don't think that would be an issue to me. To some people it would, absolutely, especially if you haven't been married before. What about, oh gracious, what about being accepting of your talents? That's a huge one. Would you want to be with someone that was talented? Do you want them to have similar talents? Do you want them to have different talents? For example, I specifically date talented people, absolutely. So I would want my person to be talented. So I'll write talented with a little heart because that's important to me. What kind of talent do I want them to have? I would really obviously like them to be accepting of my mediumship skills. I would like to be understanding and compassionate and considerate regarding my psychic skills. Ooh, I'm going to skip to the next page and write considerate and compassionate because that's the next page of emotional, but good words, good keywords. So yes, absolutely, I want someone that's talented. Maybe you want someone that's simply understanding of your talent. That works. Would I want someone to be completely differently talented than me? Example, I'm psychic medium with a little bit of elemental skill. So if the other person happened to meet a witch who had, I don't know, fire skill. Let's say he controls fire and air and sorcerer. Pick something, all right? Something different. Would I care? I don't think that I would, as long as it wasn't dangerous. You know, Magneto is cool. I don't know that I would date Magneto. You know, something to think about. What talents would be on your no list? That's a very interesting question. So think about that. Obviously, oh my God, we're at 13 minutes already. Okay, all right, skipping forward. Keywords here. This is very, very important. Emotional keywords, all right? So we have our building blocks. We've got our physical. We've got our mental, all right? Next, we're going for emotional. So I'm going to write emotional on the top of my page. And I already have considerate and compassionate. Obviously, honesty is a huge thing for me. I am a human lie detector. So if someone lies to me, I'm going to be seriously pissed off. That's not cool. That's a deal breaker. What else? Honesty. I want someone that's kind and caring, and I want someone that's strong and bold. You know, gosh, just think of all the things that you want another person to be that really kind of completes and balances you. And think of the things that you don't want, okay? Draw a line across your page, and hopefully, you know, your don't list will be a lot shorter than your want list. But I don't want someone who's a jerk. I don't. No a-holes. Okay, so right. No really big. No a-holes. No selfishness. No scared cats. You know, and specify what you mean by that. So something considerate to me means something completely different maybe than it does to somebody else. You know, someone that is looking for perhaps, oh, you know what, that's sexist. All right, perhaps I want a partner to do the dishes. When I don't feel like doing the dishes, I want someone that's willing to do the housework. I want someone to understand that if the trash needs to go out, I'll take out the trash. I'll mow the lawn, whatever. I don't really have gender-specific chore lines in my home. Do you? Would you want your spouse to cook, clean, wash laundry, take care of the kids, you know, shop, pay the bills, and do all that stuff? Dude, yeah, I love all that. But is it necessary? No. But what I need to feel is that things are balanced and fair. Fair is especially important to me. Maybe not to you, but to me, fair is especially important. I want someone who is openly giving without expectation of receiving. And that's huge. Openly giving. Write it down. Expectations. I want someone who doesn't have expectations of me necessarily. I really appreciate when people underestimate me, but I don't want my partner to underestimate me. You know, I want him to have the expectations that I'm going to succeed and push me towards success, no matter what that is. So I want you to take some time, because I'm running long here, take some time and think about the emotional things. And it may take you a few weeks to get through, and you're going to go through it. And in part 2, we're going to review what you have, okay? So take a week, take a night, you know, just put it in your notebook with you, tuck it in your purse, tuck it in your pocket, and when you're done at lunch and you're like, oh, you know what, I'm going to add this to it, pull it up, write it down, put it back. You know, ask to dream about your perfect partner. Say, you know what, dear guide, I would really like some input as to what you think a partner for me would be, you know, a true twin flame, okay? How would that relationship exist within your mind as a guide? How do you think that would change me, better me? You know, how can you perceive the needs that I have perhaps differently so that I can take that into consideration? Okay? Always be open to your guides. Ask. And think about it, because this is really about not only what we want, but what we're going to bring to a relationship, which is going to be part 2. So look forward to that, guys. Love ya!